Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Reynolds. We have 100% RC and Professor Flowers. We here. It's Friday night. What's going on, guys?
What's good? What's good?
Man, nothing much. Had a pretty good day today, man. I got done around 12, so
You had an early day.
Man, I got it early, man. RC, I'm trying to tell you, soon I made it to the depot. I got it quick.
Yeah.
See you later. About to go work on this podcast stuff. I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, today was pretty good, I must say. What about y'all, the guys? Y'all had a busy day today or what?
It's easy day, easy Friday for me. Easy Friday.
Man, Friday is always the best because you know the weekend coming. So whether it's a lot of work or not, man, it's a good evening.
Mm-hmm.
But my son, he has a flag football game tomorrow. It's a championship game, so
Okay.
see,
Good
can they
luck.
close it out? You know, That's what, like I tell Tyler, we win around here. You know, that's what we do.
Keep it in the family, huh?
Yeah, keep it in the family.
I know that's right.
Speaking of winning, man, I wish I can give some of that magic to the Saints because, they lost Thursday night yesterday. The score was 42-34. As a Saints fan, I almost lost my religion that last night. Look, I don't know why, but that really got to me. Them back-to-back pick sixes really got to me. Almost like I told Flowers, told the group, I almost threw my phone. I caught myself. As I fall down, as he threw the pick six, I'll fall down to the ground. I had my hand up like this, and I just kind of put my hand down because my phone was in my hand. I said, bro. And my son looked at me like, why my dad rolling around on the floor?
That's crazy.
And that's how much I was so beside myself. I was like, man, scrap it all, man. Bring it in, guys. Hit the shower. Because this is plain unacceptable. From Denz Allen, from Andy Dalton, from the O-line to the DBs, to the turnovers, to the special teams. Like, everything just upside down. It should not be like this. With this much talent on the team, why can't these guys play like they were playing for Sean Payton? Like they forgot how to hold on to the ball. They forgot how to keep the ball secure. And they just making stupid plays, man. The first quarter, we start off hot with the drop and everything. You know, we looking like world beaters. Then all
Great opening drive.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't think we had an opening drive like this since the season started. So I was like, okay, finally stuff is meshing. Andy Dalton might be the guy. That's the whole time thinking as the game going on. But as you notice, the bottom fell out and it was over. We couldn't make up from two pick sixes.
Yeah, they were big.
That came out of nowhere. So,
big.
RC, man, I know you talking about Denz Allen. Let's hear it again. What you got to say about Denz Allen in this team?
Man, I'm not gonna kick you. I know you would kick me. You kick
it
bad. but I'm not gonna kick you.
Means it all, man.
When I watch the Saints, they can't put together two halves. Like, they'll look good, or let's say not two halves. They can't. If they're playing really good on defense, they're really bad on offense. They're playing really good on offense, they're really bad on defense. They can't in all three phases. They're not playing together on all three phases right at the moment. But I will say this: it ain't the end of the road. I mean, you guys.
I agree.
it's a silver lining there. I mean, once you get James back in the fold and you get your guys back out there, you got a chance to make a run because your division is wide open. Tampa Bay struggling, Atlanta's middle of the road, Carolina's
Mhm.
rebuilding, so you still got an opportunity. But it goes back to what I say about Dennis Allen now. I just don't feel like he's the guy for y'all. I feel like it's Sean Payton, someone like Sean Payton, the more offensive
Yeah.
driven team.
Uh, I asked Flowers this: if Jameis do come over and take the job back,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like he give us the better chance over Dalton, or you just think they both wash out? They just cancel each other out.
Well, I mean, after seeing last night, you have to give Jameis a try. Jameis could have did that himself, but the difference in the difference in Jameis and Andy, I mean, Jameis can make every throw.
Mhm.
It just Jameis' mind and decision making sometimes get in the way. And you know what? They maybe could have used Jameis a little better than Dalton last night. I was surprised by Dalton last night because the first interception in the red zone on the goal line. I thought that was a bad throw. Man, he threw it right in triple coverage. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, I didn't
You know,
understand it.
I'm a big person to run. I mean, I feel like he handed the ball to Kamara. He had some good things going. I thought y'all run game was doing just fine last night.
Yeah.
He got away from it at times. In my honest opinion, I think the interceptions, the TDs were honestly the deciding factor of the game. I mean, y'all battled back,
Mhm.
got it close. Just like you ran out of time. But you just look at the overall plays of the game, and you just see the two TDs that Dalton gave to Arizona. Honestly, that was the factor of the game right
We
there.
couldn't make it up. We couldn't make it up. It literally destroyed the team on two pieces. Like I get, okay, the first one it was on Callaway. That was plain and simple on Callaway. You
Yeah,
gotta catch that dude. But the second one, Simmons is standing in the middle field. I understand you got hit, Dalton, but come on, Simmons is standing in the middle field, and that's a small window. I don't think Andy Dalton can make that throw if he
he
tried
didn't have the
one of the
arm for it.
times. Yeah, that's
He
what
didn't
I'm
have the arm
saying.
for it.
Like, I feel like Winston probably can make the throw. Okay, he can get the ball in tight spaces, but Andy Dalton, he I think he tried to play Superman
Hmm.
like this past game because he saw the
Yeah,
pick six and I think he was pressing. I felt like he was pressing a little bit on that drive to get something going, and that's what got Winston in trouble. Pressing, dude,
Did
you
you say
don't need to
Did you say
press.
Superman? Did you say Superman? I just
I said,
wanted to
man, no,
because
not this man.
but
that
by the
Superman.
looks of last night, you could have used him last night because he get out the pocket. I think really, man, it boils down to you guys as an organization establishing an identity without Sean Payton.
Yeah.
What are you going to be post Sean Payton?
Hmm.
Because I mean, you need an offensive minded head coach. You really do. You got the talent. It's
Yeah,
just
we have the talent. It just they not everybody's not on the same page. And
Yeah.
I want to just ask both y'all this:
Hmm.
if we keep losing, we losing close games now. Like we getting blown out, but we making our way back up. So we losing by a touchdown, field goal, stuff like that. Do y'all see Dennis
Uh-huh.
Allen finishing the season if we keep losing like games like this?
The only way he doesn't finish the season unless the Saints really just want to tank the season. I mean, I don't see the point of
We don't have a first round pick though.
relieving. I mean, relieving him. I don't see the point of relieving him now. Just let him finish it out. I mean, it's not going to get any worse than it is. I still feel like y'all are beat up in a lot of places. I didn't realize y'all was going to have this early back to back. Let's say y'all played 4 days ago,
Hmm.
so that was a quick turnaround. I know it's hard to say the Saints are 2-5, but I still have to be optimistic in a sense. Y'all just too talented for me just to throw y'all away right now. It's so much going on in the NFC. I cannot put y'all away
Yeah.
because y'all can turn around and have a good November and
Hmm.
then y'all back in the race. So I just think I'm a hole right now on the Saints.
That's good coming from guys that not Saints fan. Cause right now the house is burning. If y'all not Saints fan, y'all not. Yeah, man, the house is burning. I was listening to Bobby Aber's son. I can't think his name at the top of
Mm-hmm.
my mind, but he do OTB on YouTube. They sponsored by ESPN, and they were talking about like the Marsh and the team. They were trying to figure out where they can get assets if they trade Kamara, if they do this and do. I like, man, they already looking towards the future and everything. So Yeah, the ship is on fire and it's sinking. Like guys are ready to ship people out there and try to rebuild this thing, but we're gonna see. Hopefully, like I said, y'all a little bit more optimistic than me, but we should see. All right, so let's go and get to our game picks. You know what? Let's go and do a game preview while I send this over. Let's talk about the Falcons and Bengals. The Falcons is heading to the Bengals place. The Falcons are 3-3. The Bengals are 3-3. RC, what is the Falcons' game plan going into this game?
They're gonna run the ball and play defense, and they can do it. They got the offensive line. They got one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League. They played together a lot. They got the second best offensive line. I think Carolina has the best offensive line. Um, they played more games together. They don't get hurt a lot. So chemistry is everything with the offensive line. But they got a running back, very underrated guy in Huntley who moves the pile. The defense is their goal is to turn you over and put pressure on your quarterback. But the Bengals don't have an offensive line, and this is the struggle when this game for me and picking this game is um, the Falcons don't have great DBs, and there's Chase and those guys. But then the Falcons do have a great defensive line. Well, I won't say a great defensive line, but they put enough pressure on you. And then on the flip side, um, you know, the Bengals can't stop the run. So it's like it's a tough game to pick. I think the Falcons are one of those teams you know they're gonna bring it every game. You better be ready. You better be ready to stop the run for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure because the Bengals are 20th against the rush. I mean against the run. I'm seeing I see the Bengals are coming back in form. We saw Chase go off for 7 catches, 132 and 2 touchdowns. I think the Falcons just don't have enough, man. I don't even if they run the ball against the Bengals, I think that just because Burrow and them boys can score fast, I think that pose a problem for the Falcons, especially if they can't get pressure.
How many points
What
did y'all
about
score on? How many points y'all score on the Bengals defense? Let me
like
hear that.
30, no, 20,
26, wasn't it?
26 or 27 or something like
Right,
that.
right around 30 points y'all put up. The Saints offense did. Missing
Yeah.
Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry. So my point is the Bengals will give up points. They don't stop the run and their defense will let you score on them. So I'm
26.
thinking, yeah, they giving up a lot of points this season.
So,
So
so is there an endorsement for Marcus Mariota on hearing?
listen, he gonna throw 9 times, but they're gonna be efficient and they're gonna be on the money. And so I mean, 9 for 126. If he run for 2 touchdowns,
Mhm.
if he throw for 1 and he rush for 2, that's 3 touchdowns. I don't care how you get them.
That's true. That's true.
I heard this analyst say he said the reason Kyle Pitts can't get going because Marcus Mariota only throw the football 15 times.
That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah, it's weird.
That's wild. Who y'all Flowers? Who you taking in this game?
I'm gonna go with Cincy just because they're at home. I do agree
Yeah,
with both of y'all when y'all say that Atlanta is gonna try to run the ball and control the game. Now, my only thing is to will Cincinnati be smart enough? And like I said, I'm gonna pick them because I think they will be. Are they smart enough to load the box and make Mariota throw to
throw
beat
the
you?
ball. Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be the key. I'm gonna go with Cincy because I think they're starting to get into the sense of form. I'm going with Cincy.
I'm going with
RC
Cincy
going.
too.
I thought you were
Cincy
going with
too.
Falcons. I'll probably put you down
Yeah.
for the Falcons.
No, don't do that.
Hey,
Don't do that.
after they did it to you 49ers, you gotta have some faith in them or something.
If they was at home, I've gained
Right.
a lot more respect for them. But it's tough winning on the road in National Football League. Tough.
Yeah, it is. It really is. All right. The 1-4 Lions are playing against the 4-2 Cowboys. RC, can the Lions come back from that goose egg they laid 2 weeks ago, man? A goose egg.
I think Dan Campbell might get fired
Oh,
because
already?
yes, I'm gonna tell you
That's
why. It's typical Detroit Lion way. I'll give him another year. But
Right.
Detroit Lions, they have this unrealistic expectation about how the season should go. They're looking like they're letting go of the road. They got a lot of injuries and key positions. But the Cowboys, once again, this is a situation where the Lions having to go to Dallas and the Cowboys trying to get up off the mat and played a good second half against the Eagles. Cowboys showed me something. So
Mhm.
I'm taking the Cowboys right here, man.
I'm taking the Cowboys also. I just don't have faith in Jared Goff. I already knew what Jared Goff was, and that just proved my point when he put up a goose egg a couple days ago. A couple weeks ago. So,
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother.
no, wait, what?
If you put Jared Goff in New Orleans right now with those weapons you have, he'll shine like a light, like a
He
diamond.
throwing two
I agree,
picks just
RC. I agree, RC.
no, man, don't do that, Flowers. He throwing in substance just like Andy
Who?
Dalton.
Tell me the receiver. Give me the receiver, man. Who you got? Who you got in
St.
Detroit?
Brown, he getting Williams. He getting Williams in a couple weeks.
Who throwing the ghost?
TJ Hawkinson.
Well,
TJ Hawkinson.
it ain't the offense though. That's the problem.
So he throwing the ghost. Wasn't that ghost name in Power?
No, he throwing the NFL players.
No, man, but that guy is not a number one receiver. You try to make me believe that Mooney kid was the number one receiver in the National Football League. But St. Brown is not a number one receiver. He don't have the skill players on the outside to show his talent, what he's able to do, man. So it's not Jared Goff. I'll take Jared Goff in San Francisco right now.
You crazy. You want to put a poll up on it?
You can.
Golf versus
Garoppolo.
All right, it's in the books then.
Hey, that'd be a good scheme for Jared Goff though if he was in San Francisco.
He played in it already. He went to a Super Bowl in that scheme.
Is RC gonna be shipping out Jared Goff like Sean McVay shipped them out?
No.
It's gonna be the same way. RC, what you Flowers, what you see from Dak in his first game back? What you think you gonna see?
I don't think we're gonna see overwhelm. I don't think we're gonna see him throwing the ball like 40 times or something like that. I would hope they would stick to the plan of the formula of how they've been winning the past couple of games. Man, hand the ball off to Pollard and Zeke. Let Dak come back and show a sense of him getting back in rhythm. Don't force it down. Don't force it. Just run the ball, Dallas.
Just run the ball. Yeah.
Run the ball. You got a great defense. Just keep doing what you're doing. Do not rush Dak back into it. He doesn't have to throw it 45 times a game.
He don't.
Let him throw it 25
those receivers
times.
anyway.
Yeah, let him throw it 25 times. You got two backs. Hand it off to him 15, 20 times a piece. You will handle Detroit just fine. I'm going with Dallas.
That's what. All right. Like I showed, I'm going to show the game picks. I know I was a little late behind that. I wanted to show in the first beginning, but we can take a little pause right here to show the game pick standings.
I think you got to knock Gatwood out the number one spot, bro. What's happening?
We coming.
So yeah, I'm getting farther and farther behind.
I see, man. You just falling into the deep.
Man, I'm pulling this. I'm pulling this like the Saints, man. I just can't close it out for some reason. But I'm trying. My focus is on T right now. I'm focused on just climbing up the ladder inch by inch. Eventually I'm gonna get out of this hole, and I'm gonna try to make it to 500 this week. Even though I picked the Saints over Cardinals, should have never done that.
Who all picked the Saints last night other than you?
Me and Tyler. Yeah, two Saints fans.
I don't blame you. I would have did the same. So poor number.
It's crazy. All right, let's get back to it. Colts versus Titans. Now, this is the game I was kind of mulling over with. Flowers going persuade
Let me encourage
why,
you.
Yeah, persuade me why the Colts gonna win this game.
Let me persuade you why the Colts are gonna win this game. For one, we owe Tennessee a butt whooping. 3 turnovers last game. They didn't score the second half. Should have came back and won that game. The offensive line was in shambles. I feel like we have a combination now that we can be able to run the ball. JT will be back this week. Hines will be back this week. I still think we need to highlight Deion Jackson. I don't think that needs to go unnoticed. Matt Ryan, Pitt, Pierce. I think as long as we don't turn over the ball, I think we win big this week. You know who
really?
I'm going with
big.
Us. As long as we don't turn over the ball, I think we can win big this week. And when I say big, I say 10 plus points. I don't mean 31 zip or nothing like that. Big in the NFL to me is 10 points. I think we can win.
All right, so you ain't convinced me, not quite yet. I still have some questions though.
Talk to me.
So the Colts, they are ranked 28th in QBs, ain't ranked 28th in QB sacks allowed. So they land Matt Ryan get hit. Tennessee coming in here with the 10th. No, they ranked 10th in sacks. That pose a little
I agree.
conflict in me. And then another thing, Tennessee are sixth in rush defense. So how in the world y'all jumpstart your offense if y'all definitely can't get the running game going? Because y'all just can't let Matt Ryan just drop back 30 to 35 times this game without him getting beat to death in this one. So
I think the line combination that we have out now, we have Dennis Kelly at left tackle. We moved Pryor to right guard, excuse me. I still think that's a liability in a sense, but he is more natural at the guard position. And for the past 2 games, we have ran the ball better than I've seen. As long as Frank continues to dial up what he dialed up last week in Jacksonville hit Matt Ryan a lot the first game.
Yeah, they play. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
They did not sack him once last week. They didn't sack him once. They might touch him a few times, but they didn't sack him once. Matt threw from a clean pocket last week. I expect the same this week. This is the time of the year when Indianapolis starts to get the rolling. They're about to start rolling. I wouldn't be surprised if they win their next 5. They won, 2 in a row? I think we're going on 3 straight this week.
What you think, RC?
I'm with him. I'm going to tell you why. Because Ryan Tannehill, here we talking my quarterback. We got another game manager in a big game.
Yes,
See, in a big game, you need a big-time quarterback. You need a guy that can go win you a game. They got a good defense. The Colts got a good defense. They coming in with 10 sacks, but look who they play. They play bad offensive lines. Now, the one thing I've noticed about the Colts, they running the football regardless who's back there. They're gonna stick to that. They're not gonna go away from the run. I noticed that Jonathan Taylor's not playing this week, right?
No, he's playing. He's back.
Yeah, he's playing.
Okay.
He's playing.
Let me let my seat up some, because Jonathan Taylor playing. Then we're really on the Colts train. But I think the Titans are fool's gold, man. Like I don't trust the Titans at all because
they're rolling right now.
You know what's coming though. You know what's coming. It's like load the box and force Tannehill to throw to somebody not because AJ Brown is in Philadelphia. Make them other no-namers prove to you that they can go out and make plays. I'm going with the Colts in this game.
Let me add something to the RC. As I don't take anything away from the Titans. Yes, they beat us the first game. We gave them short field position to let them score 14 points.
Right.
They didn't score anything in the second half. They are the worst second half scoring team in the league.
But listen,
they need to score in the second half.
In this type of game, because this is like a rivalry game for y'all. It's a divisional game. In these type of games, you need a quarterback like Matt Ryan, like Tom Brady. Can't believe I said Matt Ryan, Tom Brady. But Matt Ryan is a proven winner.
He's a proven
guy. He's a proven guy. He's a proven guy. So Ryan Tannehill is not a big-time quarterback. And
dang, you just really hate Ryan Tannehill.
I mean, it's not no hate. It's the same thing over and over again. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick when he plays. You know what you're getting from these guys. It's Andy Dalton when he plays. You know what you're getting from Ryan Tannehill. What you going to get? The same thing you get from Mitch Trubisky. You pray they don't mess it up. So they're going to mess it up. He's going to turn it over at some point.
I'm taking the Colts too then.
Smart man.
I'm taking the Colts too because that 25% on the Titans are 25th on third down conversions. So that's a bad percentage. They 25th. So that worries me too with the Titans though. All right. The 3-3 Packers are playing against the 2-4 Commanders. I mean, Commanders are out there general wins.
That might be a good thing.
RC, is your boy getting off the mat? Is Aaron Rodgers picking himself up against the Commanders?
Man, let's see him answer the phone call. He mad with my hot take last week. But I will say this: it's the Commanders, man. If they lose to the Commanders, they're done.
Yes.
If the Green Bay Packers of Wisconsin lose to the Commanders, they're done. You could chalk their season up, and I just don't believe they're losing they're gonna get right against the Commanders. They're gonna win big. I don't know what the spread is in the game. It's gonna be more than 7 points. They don't get it right.
Yeah, the Commanders, their defense haven't been playing to the level they people are familiar with. The 18th in ranked defense, 16th versus the pass, 25th versus the run. So that's an overall bad defense. If Aaron Rodgers can't get nothing going against these guys, then like RC said, put a fork in him. Aaron Rodgers,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know you think about retirement, but it'd be a good day to think about it.
Hmm.
Especially if you lose to the Commanders, because there's no way out for you, especially by signing a new contract. And I like I said, I hit on the head first week of the Green Bay. I said that the receivers they can't get open. Have nobody to throw it to. The O-line suspect. Yeah, I've been right so far.
Right, you've been right.
Yeah. So Flowers, who you taking this game?
Man, I'd be a fool to take the Commanders. But
Yeah.
I
That's a
am
sleeper pick.
treading lightly. No, not this week. But I do tread lightly with Green Bay, man. I worried about him. I've been worried about him ever since Devontae left. Aaron is pretty much on 3 1-year deals. He can retire whenever he wants to. They only paying him about a year. So
But you know,
if it go ahead, RC.
Flower, this you making me nervous. You
Why
making me
make you
nervous
nervous?
because this game has upset written all over it. Like this is we
I
saw this
already picked
last
the
week.
upset last week.
We saw it last week with the 49ers and the Falcons. We saw it with the Buccaneers and the
Jets.
Steelers, the Jets and the Green Bay Packers. This game right here, man, I've got a
It
bad
scares
feeling
me.
about this game.
It scares me too. It scares the
The,
living crap out of me. I'm gonna
I
go
would
with
say
Green Bay.
the
I'm
only
gonna go with them.
thing I can't see Aaron Rodgers doing back-to-back games to another team like this. Even I'm not saying like the Jets are bad, but we never saw that. People didn't think that the Jets would come out and just beat Green Bay like that. But
Mm-mm.
it's hard. It's hard. It'll be a hard press to say that the Commanders can come out and just beat this team after everything that's happened with this organization. That's a hard sell. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah.
Unless Tyler Heineke, I always call him Taylor Tyler. I don't know. I always get it wrong.
I think it's Taylor.
Taylor Heineke. Unless he just come out with the fire of God in his eyes, then
Yeah.
It's possible though.
Yeah,
It's
you know what I'm saying?
possible.
That is possible. God, Brady almost got caught in the playoffs.
The NFL,
So,
man.
like I said, I'm taking the Packers too, just because the Commanders and they just been in turmoil with each other, with the owner.
Yeah.
It's just been a lot of finger pointing going around. All right, Bucks versus Panthers. If y'all haven't heard, the Panthers are having fire sales, so y'all better hurry up and go down there and get the players you
Yeah.
want.
Liquidation sale.
Yeah. They say everything must go. Limited
Everything
time
must
on
go.
it. Everything must go. So, I don't even feel like we need to break this game down unless
I don't
Tom
either.
Brady. I wish I had a clip. Tom Brady say he isn't retiring anytime soon, which I think that's a front. There's no way he's.
Well, he did say he wanted to play until he was 50, didn't he? What was it?
Well, at first it was 45.
45. Okay, well, he's past that number.
It might be 55 now.
He must want to be carted off on a stretcher.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
He should stop, man. Why is it head? But I just don't see the Panthers doing much unless they just rally around each other, which is not much to rally around because they only know the guy right beside them might be gone this week. So what you rallying for, right? So with that being said, I'm taking the Buccaneers because it's just the Panthers. They don't have nothing pretty much.
Yeah, they in the dumps.
Man, I want to say this about Tom Brady before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
We all saw Muhammad Ali, the decline in Muhammad Ali. He boxed too long, and it had a major effect on his health. And that's Brady. That's what Brady's messing with. He's messing with. He don't get hit a lot, but he's starting to get hit. He's not as focused. There isn't much drive and fire. I mean, with 7 Super Bowl rings and all the accolades and everything that he has, there's nothing to play for. He just want to go out there on Sunday. He don't know how to quit. And we've seen Brett Favre go through this, Kurt Warner go through this, Steve Young, and greats in basketball like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. They just don't know how to leave. So He gonna get knocked out of the National Football League. I hate to say that, but it's coming.
Yeah, I seen the guy come in on the TikTok post of Brady. Lord forgive me, but I'm about to say it 'cause it was hilarious. He said, "If the kids want to see me, tell them to turn to Channel 7."
Oh man.
Oh wow, wow,
Goodness. The internet is undefeated. The internet
wow.
is
And the
so
internet,
undefeated.
man, and they shut that page down, man. I'm like, dang, this dude just really said that. But I admit that was hilarious.
It's the
So
truth.
everybody
Yeah.
taking the Buccaneers, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I can't catch no ground. 'Cause all these games are pretty easy right now. It's
Yeah.
like one sided.
It's gonna be
Now
an
this
upset,
game
though.
right here, this game I'm about to bring up. Now this is a tough one to pick in my opinion. The Giants, the 5-1 Giants, are playing against the 2-4 Jags in Jacksonville.
I
Right?
picked up Daniel Jones on my fantasy team because I was not playing Russell Wilson at all.
I
Hey,
can
RC, you
understand
gotta be
that.
like me. I dropped him last week. I said I seen enough. I said I'm hoping somebody pick him up so I can play against them with Russell Wilson. I'm like, so they can sabotage the whole team. Cause that's what he doing. He just a sabotager. No, he going in undercover, just destroying teams. I'll ask RC, how do the Jags match up to the Giants?
This is a good game, bro. This is a big one I would probably watch. Because the Giants got a good defense. Jacksonville's defense, they play in spurts. Both offensive teams are led by dual threat quarterbacks. Both teams run the ball. Both teams don't have
Mhm.
just great outside skill players, but it's in Duval.
Mm-hmm.
And the Giants every week get out of the way and figure it out and pull one out there behind. But this week, I think it's a trap game. I think they go down to Duval and they lose a close one because the Jacksonville Jaguars are one of those teams right now. They're trying to find their way and they're gonna do it at the expense of everybody they play. They're gonna figure it out on the fly. So I'm taking Jacksonville in this game.
RC,
Go ahead.
you taking the Jacksonville Jaguars after
First,
all that
what's
praise
their record?
huh?
What's Jacksonville's record?
They are 2-4.
Okay, it's your upset of
So
the week right here.
upset of the week. Okay, lock it down right here. Upset. So you did all that praise for Barkley. You taking Trevor,
Yeah, they got
who
to come from
barely
New
put
York.
up any points against the Texans, and the Giants
They got
defense is
they
better
got
than
to
Texans.
fly south. They got to fly south, and that's gonna mean something. Going way down to Jacksonville to play.
Well,
Watch.
it's about to be a cold winter in Jacksonville because
Okay.
yeah, it's coming fast for them because Sunshine, he's not shining at all, especially against this defense. If he barely put up points against the Texans, what do you think he's gonna put up points against the Giants, who
Nobody
know
put
to rush the
nobody
pass?
nobody's putting up points on Lovey on the fight of Lovey Smith. Nobody. They holding everybody. I don't know what they got over there. They start watching them because they putting it on everybody.
So you take Trevor or Daniel Jones, right?
Yeah, most
Right, this
definitely.
season,
I
Daniel
would
Jones
take
been
Trevor.
playing better than Trevor right now.
Well, the only reason why Trevor's not on my fantasy team is he wasn't available. But I took Daniel Jones. He was available. There's a reason why he was available. Okay. Okay, but Daniel Jones is just like Marcus Mariota. He might throw for 134 yards and rush for 2 touchdowns. And, it
Mhm.
works in fantasy, but um, Jacksonville is tough, man. And the Giants are too. It's a tough game. So
Okay, all right, Flowers, what you got to say?
Whew, man, I'm torn with this one, RC and Ben.
I was too, but I thought about it. I'm like, Trevor. It's freaking Trevor.
Yeah, you don't like Trevor. I
Don't
mean,
see nothing special about him.
I can see why you would say that. I am going to go with New York this week, and I'm only going to
Okay.
say this because I think Daniel Jones will not continue to turn over the ball like he's been doing this year. That's the only reason they've been winning because they haven't been turning over the ball.
That's right.
I think they are similar in a lot of senses. I do think the Giants are better defensively. I don't think Jacksonville's secondary is as good as Giants, but I do think that Daniel Jones will be able to evade some of the pressure Jacksonville is going to
Mm-hmm.
try to throw their way.
Yeah,
and give them a chance, opportunity to make plays. And I think they will turn Trevor Lawrence over once or twice in this game, and that'll be the outcome.
now Trevor is the guy that need to go get his eyes checked because he don't be seeing the field or
He
something.
plays
I
great
don't know.
against us. He plays like a man on a mission against us, but against other teams, it like he just shows his flaws. I do worry about that.
You know why Flowers? He see y'all twice a year, so he know
That's
what
true.
kind of expect. But when he play against the other teams, he's like a lost puppy. He can't find his way home. All right, Browns versus Ravens. Browns coming in at 2-4, and the Ravens coming in 3-3. Flowers, do you see Lamar having the same performance as he did against the Giants last week?
No, I don't see it. The Browns defense is nowhere near what the Giants are, and I hope that Lamar can understand that he doesn't have to do so much to win these games. That's the
Yeah,
only reason I feel like they lost last week, because Lamar tried to just do one too many things, and it cost them at the end.
it
Um,
did.
Maybe they can help him out with the play calling. And Brown's not stopping anybody on the ground. Hand the ball off this week. Let Lamar be creative with his legs too. I just don't think the Browns defensively. People have gassed up the Browns defensively for the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing they got good on there is Myles Garrett, and like one man can only do so much with 10 other people on the field. So I just think this is like Lamar's time. Of course, I'm always say, Lamar, go get your money, go make that money. This is the game. We're gonna make your money, my brother. I'm going with the
We're
Ravens.
gonna we're gonna see if the Ravens try to make Trubisky throw it to places he don't want to throw it to, because we have seen him before.
Kobe.
I said Trubisky. Look, I'm thinking about Mitch, cause they throw interceptions like each other too. So I'm thinking about Jacoby Brissett. He tend to throw the football in the coverage that he have no business throwing it to. So if they can shut down Nick Chubb, which I believe they can, I believe they can get as much pressure on Jacoby as possible, and which gonna cause him to turn the ball over. I just the only thing I can see happening is if the Ravens just don't come out to play, they beat themselves.
Right.
Because we have seen it this year where the Ravens they kind of beat themselves sometimes. They take themselves out the game. But if they handle business on Sunday and just make Jacoby throw it 40 sometimes a game like he did against the I forgot what that team was, but he threw it 40 sometimes a game, they will win. RC, who you taking?
This is tough. The Browns are fool's gold, but they do fight you. But
Mhm.
I gotta go with the Ravens in this one. Divisional game. Um, and Lamar's on a mission. But I also want to say that um, the reason why you keep bringing up Trubisky, because he won last week, and that's what it is. Uh, Trubisky only got in the game because
It's
of
like seeing a
Kenny.
unicorn. It's like seeing a
Kenny, yeah,
unicorn.
Kenny Pickett got hurt, so got a concussion, so that's why Trubisky came in. But
Mm-hmm.
Jacoby Brissett is the same type of quarterback. They're game managers. He's a better game manager than the other guys we mentioned. But
I
this
agree.
week, you're going against one of those dudes again, like I talked about. When you're playing against one of those dudes who can go win games by themselves, you got to have a dude too, and they don't have that. He's suspended. The dude that they had is suspended. So Ravens by 10 points.
Who you talking about?
Deshaun.
Who the
Oh, Deshaun.
Deshaun?
See, I
Deshaun,
ain't. I forgot he existed. To be honest, for a second, I
don't do that,
forgot.
man.
Oh man.
He only relevant if he playing, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I forgot all about him. To be honest, I guess I ain't heard no more allegations come out. That's why.
No, another one came. Another one came
Yeah,
out.
20
another
was
one came
20
out.
what 7?
Bro, listen. I thought about you the other day.
Mhm.
At this point, I heard Shannon Sharp say this. I'm gonna double down on this. These people are just they're opportunists, bro. They just saying, let me just throw my name in the hat because
Yep.
some is the fact that he's not going to court is making it seem like he's guilty. But you got to understand the power of, you know, um, the Me Too movement and women understand all these women are not victims. A lot of these women are capitalizing off of what other women actually probably went through. So when you get to 26, this is almost like insanity, bro. Like when I seen it, I was like, this is crazy. So this is strategically being done to ruin who this man is and who this man was. So don't believe the hype, bro. Don't believe the hype.
Hey, that's capitalism for you, RC.
Yeah.
Capitalize on every opportunity.
Yeah. But this one ain't gonna get no money though. We don't get no money.
We're gonna see. All right, the Jets, the 4-2 Jets are playing against the 2-4 Broncos. RC, you say you drop Russell Wilson, so I'm guessing you dropping them in this game too.
He out of my system, you know. But I want to say something about the Jets. I got to give the Jets a hand, bro. Like they picked the Dolphins. Everybody picked the Dolphins to be the team in that division who rises up from the dead, and it turns out to be the Jets. They actually both run the same offense, both run the same defense. They are young, emerging quarterbacks. Tua can't stay healthy per usual. Zach Wilson staying hurt. But here's the difference. Bryce freaking Hall. They run
That boy
it.
stud.
They playing defense and they running the ball and but this week I think they just keep the train rolling.
Yeah, I like what they did against the Packers last week. They put their best corner on Green Bay, best receiver. And I feel like Sutton gonna have a long day. Sutton had a long day against who was that? No, it wasn't him. Never mind. But Sutton, he probably gonna have a long day. They probably gonna take away Sutton and make Russell Wilson throw it to other players.
Same people.
It's the same.
That's like it's always get the two mixed up. Like they playing the same way.
They playing the same.
Hey, it don't matter. I can use either name. It's still you still know what I'm talking about.
If you say Goofy and Scooby Doo, same dog. Same people, man.
So Russell, man, I don't know. I never seen nothing like this, man. Like we saw it in Seattle. We saw him digress in Seattle. We were like, oh, it must be the play call and it must be that, this, and that. But maybe it was just Wilson. We see Geno Smith having a pretty good year so far in that same system.
The offensive line is a little better. The offensive line went good the last 2-3 years Russell was there.
That's true.
It took a beating. He was the most sacked quarterback. Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame all this on Russ because I think Hackett is probably about 80% of the problem. He about 80% of the problem. Hackett, man.
Did you see Russ in the first half against the Chargers? He was 10 for 10.
Yeah,
he was cooking. But see, what happens is he don't pay. He paid his light bill in the first half. Second half, they turn the lights off. If you really pay attention to the Chargers and the Broncos, they are mirror images of each other. Both teams got great defenses, but their offenses struggle at times and struggle mightily. So I don't think this is all Russell Wilson, man.
I think some of it is. I think he has happy feet.
It's a new system, bro.
He's reluctant to run when they give him lanes. Like what's so hard about taking a 5-yard run and sliding? Like he really don't do none of that anymore.
He's not trying to be that anymore.
Right. I mean, if they give it to you, take it. Just slide.
But he had to do it in Seattle. He had to because he didn't have an offensive line. He had to run for his life.
Well,
this offensive line is worse.
But I'm saying that's another dynamic that defense gotta watch out for. I'm not saying like tote the ball like Lamar, but just move around, get out the pocket, man. He's just standing there trying to be a 6'4" quarterback.
Do you agree that if you outside of Tom Brady and maybe Aaron Rodgers, if you move the quarterback to a different location, different offense, different system with different verbiage, terminology, you think he's just gonna thrive that first year? Prime example.
I mean, Brady did.
Derek Carr. That's because Brady's bringing New England wherever he goes. But Derek Carr had God knows how many offensive coordinators and coaches, and we get on him, but he having to learn something new all the time.
Every year.
But Russell Wilson is supposed to be like a superstar. It shouldn't be like, let's give him a year. That's just no. I ain't.
Deshaun's gonna struggle. Deshaun's gonna struggle. Watch.
Well, he's not Russell Wilson though.
Let's be real here. All I'm gonna say. Let's be real here. Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the one in Denver, not Russell Wilson.
Come on now, preach to him.
Russell Wilson was second option Aaron Rodgers was the first. Nathaniel Hackett came from Green Bay. And
Makes
that's all they
sense.
talked about. They just knew that Aaron Rodgers was going to come to Denver. It didn't
Yep.
happen.
Didn't happen.
That's
Russell
true.
Wilson was the second option, and it's
So
not
that's-
working. Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson do not mix. That's just what it is.
So it's like getting married. You getting married. You don't get married to the person you want to get married to. You just get married to the person because the person you want to get married to has
It
gone
was
on.
arranged marriage.
And it's just I don't want to be by myself. So the next best thing. And so now you're paying for the decision. See, Russ don't fit with this team. And this is another thing about the West Coast offense. Russ has been playing backyard football. There was a video game came out back in the day called Backyard Football. And that's what Russ used to play in the backyard. You know, little kids running around doing just throwing the ball up. That's Russ. Now he's in an offense, the West Coast offense. You've seen that crap. It's tough. Kyle Shanahan
Yeah, it is.
and those guys that run it, that stuff is tough.
Timing. Hey, you got to be on time. You got to be on time in that West Coast offense.
They definitely not on time. All right, the Texans are playing against the Raiders. The Texans are 1-3-1. The Raiders are 1-4. Is this a must-win for the Raiders, Flowers? Let's see.
This is a must-win. I think the Raiders have a chance to make a run in the sense to get back into playoff contention because of their schedule and starting with this game. Now, they don't need to go in there thinking that it's going to be a breeze.
Yeah.
Because the Houston Fighting Lovey Smith Texans, they're going to fight, man. They got the secondary that can give Devontae and company some problems. I'm not going to say Stingley or anybody like that's going to shut down Devontae and them, but the Raiders' offensive line is not all that good. Houston, Lovey can scheme to get their car. If the Raiders are smart, and I'm going to pick the Raiders because I think they will lean into Brandon Jacobs for the past 2 games, man. They've been getting that man going. Keep giving Brandon Jacobs the ball. Do not put the ball in Derek Carr's hands too much, and I'm not disrespecting Derek Carr. I like Derek Carr. But you see what's working for you. Keep riding your bread and butter right now. Run the ball. Help that defense out. I'm going to pick the Raiders this week.
RC, the Fighting Lovey Smiths.
They fight, man. They're going to be fighting.
They're going to knock out the Raiders.
They're going to all that beard up. They're going to be walking down that sideline with that beard all up. Because, you know, he grew a beard, and I'm like, I love you, feel like I'm back. Y'all going to be able to see me. I want y'all to be able to see me. My beard going to be down here, looking like Black Moses. But I think, man, watching the Raiders, like Flower said, get the ball to Jacobs and get the hell out of the way because that guy is a dog. But this is the thing. I got asked about Darren Waller. Yeah, man, what the world happened to Darren Waller, my fantasy team? I said, bro, listen, Darren Waller had to change offenses. Like, he's trying to learn how to be Travis Kelce.
Tight end.
No, he's trying to learn how to play like George Kittle. He's trying to learn how to play within that offense. That offense is tough to learn, man. And I just feel like, bro, it's going to take these guys a year. But if they don't show up, the Fighting Lovey Smith's going to beat them. But I'm not taking them. I'm taking the Raiders.
Oh, man. I thought you might take the Fighting Lovey Smiths. All
right.
Darren Waller out this week, too.
Well, there you go. The 3-3 Seahawks are playing against the 4-2 Chargers.
That's a good game.
This is a tricky game right here.
The past game that Gino played, y'all think that's gonna be a reoccurring thing, or are you just like it's just in one game? All right, Flowers, you go ahead and tell me what you think.
Isn't Gino one of the best passers in the league? Like right now, isn't he tops in pretty much a lot of these categories in the league right now? I mean, it's been 6 games. We can't take away what this man's done in 6 games. You know, he's a vet. He's young too. How Gino is what?
He's not young. He's like 30 something, maybe.
Look it up. Look it up first.
That's young.
Look it up.
Let me look at it.
Look it up. Because Gino.
So that with that being said, are you taking Gino in the Seahawks?
Where's the game at for one?
It's in LA.
It's in SoFi.
It's in LA. It's in SoFi. Oh, this is a tricky game right here, man.
He's 32.
Because he's 32. I'm saying he's a young 32. I mean, he hadn't played, so it's not like he's just been taking hits. He's fresh.
Please tell me you're not taking the Seahawks. Please tell me you're not.
I kind of want to, but I'm not. Look, man, those young men are feisty. You know what?
They are.
I'm
Kenneth
gonna
Walker
take the
showed out last week.
I'm gonna take the Seahawks this week.
All right.
I think that they're gonna bring Kenneth Walker in. They're gonna run the ball. Geno is gonna make some throws. Look, the Chargers. You got me thinking now. They're beat up
J.C. Jackson got
defensively.
benched.
J.C. Jackson is terrible. They paid this man all this money for what? To get benched. I'm not mad at you, J.C. You got your money. I get you comfortable now. But the Seahawks are young, resilient. They're gonna come play. They play you tough. I'm gonna pick them this week. I'm gonna go Seahawks.
All right. RC, fall suit.
Well, the Seahawks were the 49ers rival, but I got great respect for them guys, man. Pete Carroll is one of the most unappreciated coaches in that football league. His teams always play hard. They're always prepared. They give up points, but then they score points. But this week I have to take the Chargers because they're at home. They're gonna lean on that defense. That defense is really good, and I think it's gonna be a close game. It can go either way, but I'm gonna take the Chargers just because the only thing that tips the scale for me is the fact that I don't like the Seahawks. I just really hate the Seahawks.
Yeah, you need them to lose. I feel you on that.
All right,
so this the game RC been waiting on. The Chiefs, the 4-2 Chiefs are playing against the 3-3 49ers. And with that being said, the 49ers acquired Christian McCaffrey yesterday in a blockbuster trade, man. RC, man, were you dancing? You were hooping and hollering?
Last night about watching the Lakers. This is what happened, bro. I'm watching the Lakers play, and I'm a Laker fan, diehard Laker fan. I'm going through. I can hear Maxwell's "A Woman's Worth" playing, and I was just like, it's violins is playing. It's just horrible watching the Lakers, man. LeBron's out there hugging people while he getting beat, and then all of a sudden, ding dong, and I look at it, and it's Christian McCaffrey. Like the last time a team won a Super Bowl in that style of offense, and we saw it last year with Cam Akers, the Shanahan's had a running back by the name of Terrell Davis who could catch and who could run out of the backfield, man. And I think that's what McCaffrey can bring to this team. But what people are missing is Elijah Mitchell is still there. Right, and so now, and then Debo is still there. And so it's like, it's a great fit. Only thing I'm worried about is I think somebody put some roots on Kyle Shanahan. We're injury prone, and so is Christian McCaffrey. Yeah. So I'm excited, but I'm not. If I had to grade the move, I would give it a B.
The thing is, Christian McCaffrey don't have to tote the rock as much as he did in Carolina, so he might be more fresh. That's the way I'm thinking. But they playing against the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Y'all match up pretty good well against Kansas City. I don't know how much Christian McCaffrey is going to play, but just seeing from what the Chiefs did this past couple weeks, I like how they moving the ball. They Patrick Mahomes actually spraying the ball around. If y'all can just get pressure on Patrick Mahomes, I feel like it'll make the game more manageable.
There's a lot of great matchups in this game, man.
It's hard game to pick, to be honest, because I feel like y'all, like I said, y'all match up well against them. Y'all can put pressure on them, but I just like the magic that Patrick Mahomes playing with. I know it's kind of like it's kind of like an intangible thing right now, and that's why I just like from what I'm seeing. So I'm taking the Chiefs because of something that you can't coach. He's playing with,
and I believe it. I saw Mariota do it, and I know if Mariota can do it, Mahomes damn sure gonna do it. I think for me, I'm taking the Niners because I'm a fan, but realistically, they're banged up. They're at home, but the Chiefs are gonna be a problem. And if
they are,
you're gonna see cover 2, cover 3 all day to make him take his time going down the field. But not having a deep threat might help the 49ers. The Chiefs not
Brandon
having
Ayuk?
No, I'm saying help them because you don't have to deal with Tyreek Hill. Yeah.
All right, Flowers, who you taking this game?
I am going with the 49ers. I'm going with the 49ers.
Dang, gone.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the
game. Why?
I might need to switch my picks so I can catch up.
The 49ers at home. You might need to switch it, man. I think last week I said McCaffrey would be an ideal fit for y'all. They must be listening to this show.
Yeah, they gotta
I
be.
saw no said that last week.
Yep.
The thing, McCaffrey doesn't have to play the whole game. He practiced with y'all today, so he's gonna play Sunday. Give him 20. Man, if you can work him in 20 snaps, that's fine. But the thing that I thought y'all needed somebody to throw the ball to at the backfield. McCaffrey is the perfect candidate for it. Defensively, I think the Miko is going to scheme up something to keep Patrick Mahomes in check. I mean, you cannot deny that the 49ers are tops in passing the rush defense, top 10 if I'm not mistaken. We cannot take that out of account, and you have to factor that in with Kansas City. Maybe they can turn Pat in to a fully one-dimensional player. I think they can this game. Maybe get a turnover, and that probably is going to be the difference. So I'm going with the 49ers.
All right. I might say I can see it
Good
go
game.
either way, but
Yeah.
I'm going with Chiefs. I'm going with Chiefs. All right, the 2-4 Steelers are visiting the 3-3 Dolphins. RC.
There's another one in that game.
Is Money Mitch gonna catch it? Is he playing, or is it gonna be Kenny?
I think Kenny's going through the protocol pretty good. He's going through the protocol pretty good. But the Dolphins are really weird. They're banged up. It's like Mike McDaniels brought whatever disease the 49ers had to Miami. His players getting hurt now. But with that being said, the Steelers showed me something last week, man. Mike Tomlin can coach.
Yep.
They showed me something last week. I thought
they just played against a stationary quarterback. That's all.
No. They had Mika Fitzpatrick was out. They was missing everybody, man. Jerome Bettis
secondary was out.
Troy Polamalu was not there. They didn't have nobody. They was just
Troy Polamalu.
You know, they was out there posing to be Steelers, and those replacement of Steelers beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the GOAT. So I'm not going against them this week. I'm taking the Steelers.
All right, see, they're not gonna win 2 games in a row. You know that, right?
Ooh, but hurry up, man, and get to me.
But you know, Mike Tomlin is not gonna have a losing record, bro. So you might
I feel like Dolphins need to win more. I feel like they pressing more because, especially this division with the Jets and now the Bills. Come on, they need this win. But what do I know? I'm last in game.
They both need
it. What do I know?
They both need it.
Flowers, who you take?
I'm going with the Steelers this week. Everybody's forgetting about the one key component, and it's revenge time. Brian Flores. He is going back to Miami. I am picking the Steelers this week. Look, I went against them last week. I thought that they would, I ain't going to say fully done, but they showed me something last week, and I'll never disrespect, Coach Tomlin, because I know he can coach. But last week, he just proves it again and again. When you think they're in the dumps, they're not. They find a way. Miami is still in the storm. I think they are just getting a lot of, backlash with the Tua stuff. I think he's supposed to play this week. I'm quite sure a lot of people will be watching to see what's going to go on with him. I pray that nothing goes on with Tua. I pray for his health. I pray for, everything to be fine with him because he can't take another hit right now to the head. So I pray that he gets through this game, but I just think that Flores and Tomlin got something cooking to go down to Miami, and they're going to somehow pull this game out. So I'm going with the Steelers.
Yeah, isn't Waddle injured? He's going to be out with a shoulder, right?
I think so.
All right, I'm switching my pick.
Oh, you got to be different now, man.
I just thought about something like Waddle's gonna be out too. Like he just can't carry this thing by himself. Yeah, I ain't so. Yeah, I'm taking
that offensive line is terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. You saw Teddy get hurt, and I'm taking the Steelers too. All right, the 2-4 Bears is playing against the 3-3 Patriots. Flowers.
We need to talk about this.
About this? Man, we don't, but I'm gonna ask you, Justin Fields. What do the Bears have to do to get Justin Fields going? Like, what they gonna have to do?
Pray to sweet baby Jesus. That's the only way. Look, we just seen Belichick dissect your boy Jared Goff for the second time in a row. Yeah. Now, at least Jared Goff had somewhat of a weapon to throw to, I guess. Justin Fields doesn't have anything. Man, Bill Belichick might have that kid seeing ghosts like Sam Donald did a few,
He
you know,
might
a
be
few years
one.
ago.
He might be wanting
Goodness
out
gracious.
after this game. You see his whole body language
Oh,
through the last 6 weeks, right?
yes.
If Belichick do a number on this guy, I don't know. He might not go
Oh.
back to the locker room. He might just walk and sit in the stands.
I pray that he stays, content and continues to work on his craft because it's not all Justin Fields' fault.
Yeah.
I actually got to watch the Commanders and Bears game, and I actually got to watch him and look at his skill set and kind of got a sense of how I think how good he is. I think the kid can be good. I think he gets a little antsy in the pocket, but he's antsy because he hasn't had protection, so he's not used to sitting. I think I think all that can be coached out. But man, do not ruin this kid. Get this kid some help. Please get this kid some help because Belichick is probably gonna have fun with this kid this weekend. Patriots big.
No doubt. I don't know where RC disappeared to,
I'm
but
here. I can hear you. I can hear you. I
oh,
can hear you.
okay. RC, you taking the Patriots too?
I'm taking the Patriots.
Let's go
Like
and
you
get this thing
said,
over.
he gonna have fun. He gonna have fun.
Yeah, you're right, Flower. We had to talk about the Patriots and Bears, but we gotta show Patriot fans a little bit of love, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go into some news real quick. All right, J.K. Dobbins is expected gonna go knee surgery in the next week and will be sidelined for 4 to 6 weeks.
Goodness
He
gracious.
stay hurt, bro.
Yeah, he just got back too, man.
Maybe they rushed him back. I know these people try to get back quick from knee injuries.
Mm-hmm.
J.K. didn't look right. I remember they were showing his practice footage, and he got mad because they showed him limping in practice. Well, I mean, if it's visible, I mean, you can't get mad at somebody
Yeah,
for reporting it. We want you to be healthy, young man.
yeah.
Get
Take care
healthy,
of
young man.
yourself.
Take your time.
You're a running
Yes,
back.
take your time.
They got a short shelf life, so he need to take care of himself.
Oh,
Elijah
definitely.
Moore situation has officially hit a breaking point. The Jets just announced that Elijah will not be playing in this week's away game versus the
Oh,
Broncos.
I thought about
Elijah
picking him
Moore
up.
has been. What do you say?
I thought about picking him up in fantasy. I'm glad I didn't do that. That would have been
I'm glad you
unfortunate.
didn't
Nah.
either. My
They
goodness.
say he just unhappy with the team for months because he's not involved in offense, and they just say he missing because of personal reasons.
Trade him.
So there's that. He gonna get traded by the end of the season. Well, the end of the by the end of the trade deadline.
They might move him next week. They probably end up moving him.
Yeah, he need to be gone because it's just kind of weird to me. You winning, why would you just be upset? Like I understand, like I want to get the ball too, but my team winning, I'm in a good mood. Like I'm get involved eventually, but you just gotta be patient, especially with
They
Zach
don't.
Wilson coming back.
They don't believe in riding and trusting the process. Look, Solid
They
got it
don't.
figured out. He don't want Zach Wilson to throw it. He only wants Zach Wilson to throw it a certain amount of times. He want to run the ball, play defense, special teams.
Boys win them
Can't blame
games.
Solid for that. It wins
Yeah, I
games. That's a
can. Yeah,
winner.
win them games. That's it. All right, so I'm about to show y'all a reveal that our producer Demetrius Houdini Real was working on.
Houdini.
And man, we got it together today. So I'm about to show y'all. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. We got a new logo.
Okay.
That's dope. That's
Y'all
dope.
see that?
So, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like it. That's for NBA. So there
Okay.
you go.
Okay. That looks good.
And with that being said, Flowers, we put your idea into works and we made it come alive. So let's go and get into some NBA. Oh shoot.
I love it.
That's what's up. That is wonderful right there.
With that being
it.
said, Dustin.
What's up, y'all?
What's up with you, man?
We in here. We
going
just
on?
transitioned over to fast break, guys. So we about to talk some NBA. Open night was a couple days ago. Well, 2 days ago, actually. And we already hinted with some top headliners, especially with the Lakers. They dominating the headlines because all the superstars they have on their team. And I just want to show this clip real quick from a game from yesterday, if y'all don't mind.
Russ, you guys were in it to the very end. What are some of the things you can point at for the reasons why you didn't come out on top?
Not sure. Not one particular reason. Fought, competed.
How about you personally? How would you assess your game tonight?
Solid. Played hard. That's all you can ask for. Move on to the next one.
He said solid, right? 0 for 11, Westbrook. And you had a solid night. 2 points?
2 points.
2 points. And he called it a solid night. Let our NBA correspondent take this over. What do you guys say about this stuff that's going on in LA right now?
I don't know what else more there is to say, to be honest with you. I mean, Russ is just, I mean, it's been established that he's delusional. I give him credit. I think he did have like 5 steals, so I will give him credit for that. But I mean, Russ could go out there and go 0 for 50, and he say the same thing. Honestly, I think this may be his last year in the league.
Wow. Right, write that down, Flowers. Maybe his last year in the league. Where you going, to China? Europe?
Nah, he got too much money to go to China. Europe, he'll just sit home.
Yeah. He gonna work on his fashion line. He gonna work on his fashion line.
That's right. RC, you're a Lakers fan. What are you the most upset about?
It's not Russell Westbrook. It's not Patrick Beverly. It's not Kendrick Nunn. Because it'll be like what LeBron and the Lakers are asking those 3 guys to do, and a bunch of other guys. They're asking. It's like asking Tom Brady to be a dual threat quarterback. Those guys are out of position. You got them on the perimeter shooting the ball when the shot clock is down. They don't look comfortable. When you look at Anthony Davis, even he don't fit with LeBron James. He's not Chris Bosh. He's not Kevin Love. He's not a natural shooter of the basketball. He don't want to play around the basket. He don't want to do anything. He want to play his style. Now, all those guys I named, we saw them on teams before they played with the Lakers. They were all productive. They were all thriving in a role. Put them with LeBron James, now they're confused. The only person who look like he's happy and know what he's doing is LeBron James, because he's not compromised. So when you're playing with LeBron James, you're compromised. Your game is compromised. And I said this earlier, man, to a friend of mine. He called me, said, why don't they blame LeBron? I said, bro, they blame Patrick Ewing. They still blame Patrick Ewing to this day for the Knicks not winning the championship. They don't bring up the others. You never hear about the others. They blame Kobe Bryant. They blame Shaq. They blame Michael Jordan. They do not blame LeBron James for anything. He don't get no kind of flack. So when I look at Russ's face, I see Russ is on medicine now, because you done messed him up in his head. Because Russ said he was solid. He had a solid game, and we all know Russ ain't had no solid game. Russ believed in his mind 5 steals. That's what he's relegated to. 5 steals being a solid game. We're talking about a former MVP. So, man, I really feel some type of way about the Lakers, because those guys, we got Patrick Beverly on a diagram worried about how many points he didn't score. When are we doing this? When we saw this?
I mean, he's a defender, right? It's
man.
It's a lot of trouble in LA. Flowers, did you take a exception to what LeBron did versus the Warriors when he went over to Draymond?
Well, him and Draymond have had this love thing for the last 2-3 years. I low-key think Draymond wants to end up playing with LeBron in a sense. Man, the Lakers are in shambles. I feel so sorry for Laker fans because they don't deserve it. You got Westbrook.
We deserve it.
I mean,
I got
no,
out.
I don't think so. You got out, man. You got out. You got the right time. Westbrook is delusional.
What about to do with this?
He doesn't take accountability for anything. They're better, instead of reporters just beating around the bush with him, because you know what they want to ask him. Just ask him, Russ, you shot 0 for 11. You think you had a good game last night? Let's really see if he'll give us the right answer. I don't think he will. He's too delusional. I was looking at some stats this morning. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let it go. I think the Lakers have shot like 86 threes in the first 2 games, like 19 of 86.
What?
No one is shooting 30% from the 3-point line. The highest percentage I've seen was like 27%.
That's insane.
You are not even shooting. That is insane. You are in a shooting league. This is a shooting league. People are walking away from Westbrook as he shoots the ball to get back to start the break. Something has to change.
We used to do that in high school.
Like that is so disrespectful. This is a professional basketball player, and as
He's with
soon
us.
as they kick it out to him, they start going the other way because they know he's gonna break it.
That's bad. Like I said, we used to do that in high school, so you know that's bad when a team's already considering a fast break off the rebound. That's kind of look. I don't know if y'all saw a clip, but fans when he was in the corner by shoot that three, the fans screaming no. Like
They've been doing that since last year.
Yeah, they've been doing that since he got there, pretty much.
Yes.
he bridged the three, and it leads to a 3-pointer on the other end. It was you can't make that junk up, man.
It's sad, man. It's sad, bro.
So
I'm
let me ask y'all
telling
this: How long y'all think Russell Westbrook gonna last at LA? They gonna trade him early in the season, mid-season, or they just gonna hang on to the end? When y'all think the trade's gonna happen?
They've been trying to trade him. Nobody wants him. That's the issue. The only way anybody is going to take Russ is if the Lakers give up those 2 picks they have for some ninth grader and playing AAU right now. That's the only way anybody is gonna make that trade.
It's smart though.
Because what another team is more than likely gonna do, they would take the picks, take Russ, and they'd probably cut Russ.
I'd buy him out.
You'll buy him out, but how much money is that?
40, 45, $46 million, however much they want to work it. I'm quite sure he'll want every penny. But he's gonna want. This is his last year.
So why can't they just consider just benching him? Just like,
they can,
because it'd be a locker room problem then.
Yeah,
because
everybody not already a locker room problem. Well, like I don't get it's a problem already.
Can they get any worse?
Can you send him home or what? Like, what can you do?
I mean, pretty much if you bench him, he's probably just gonna fake another hamstring injury again. So
do everybody on this podcast agree? Everybody's saying it's Russ is the reason why the Lakers bad.
I don't think it's Russ. I don't know. They got other problems. They have no shooters.
Russ is.
They have no shooters at all.
I mean, Russ is part of the problem, but the main problem is if you look at a team, any team, championship caliber team LeBron has played on, he has always had a Kyle Korver type player. He's always had that. He doesn't have that at all. Anthony Davis, you just don't know what you're gonna get from him. I mean, he's in year 20, going out there and having to average 30. He's very little. I mean, Russ is the least of their problems. He's a part of it.
It's strategic. This is the problem with the Lakers. Jerry West went to Memphis. Then he went to Golden State. Now he's in La La Land helping the Clippers. He should be the GM. But this is the real problem. This is strategically done by LeBron James and his camp. Year 20, I need them 30 a night so I can get that record. And then watch this. Anthony Davis, you can't count on Anthony Davis at all. Last night he went down holding his back. The first thing came to my mind, like, bro, you cannot get hurt every time you fall. This is not possible. But listen, if you look at the Lakers and you look at Russell Westbrook, what we're forgetting is, and it's sad, man, that I remember when the San Antonio Spurs used to do LeBron James and D-Wade the same way. They will back off and let them shoot 3-point shots or shoot 15-foot jumpers, but they'll work on the game. When you watch this Laker team, they're playing 90s and early 2000s basketball in this era of basketball. They're defending the heck out of everybody and then can't shoot a lick, can't make free throws. LeBron is actually over in the corner double teaming somebody. Like you don't play defense in this era of basketball. You play it in spurts. You don't play it for the whole game. You have nothing to give on the offensive side of the ball, on the offensive side of the court. So Russ is taking a bad rap. I think Russ is done, but I think Russ is done in LA. I think if you send him to Sacramento, he'll be averaging a triple-double.
I mean, I don't think you can send him to Sacramento because they got that what's his name?
Darren Fox.
Darren Fox.
Darren Fox.
Darren Fox.
Yeah, and they, I mean, that typically, I mean, Darren Fox pretty much.
Well, send him to the Defenders. If you send him to the Los Angeles Defenders, he gonna average triple that.
I just make up a team.
I mean, pretty much that's all he want to do at this point. That's all he want to do at this point is average triple double.
He won't put up his numbers. Send him to Indiana. Get Hill and get Miles Turner. I think that's what they've been wanting to do. Even though I don't think that's gonna help.
No, because they're gonna ask Buddy Hield, they're gonna ask Turner to be something they're not. They're gonna say, "Hey, Turner, you turn to Birdman and you turn to Ray Allen." They not there.
All right, so let's go back to Wednesday night real quick. The Pelicans beat the Nets 130 to 108. All right, see, what did you see from the Nets that you just kind of scratching your head?
They got another guy over there who needs. They got another guy over there who needs medicine. Listen. This is the most fragile era of basketball. Ben Simmons is terrified.
Oh,
like I had to see it with my own eyes. I'm not gonna be long with this, man. I'm greatly disappointed that this was a number 1 overall draft pick. I can't believe what I saw, man. Like
I try to tell y'all, man. He just don't shoot. He got shooting phobia. I told y'all I'm coining that phrase.
That dude right at the rim and passing no look pass to a guy that's passing right by him just here. That could have gone right there, Jack. Like, it's crazy, man.
I don't know, man. Like, did he have a bad dream? Because he's scared. I don't know. I never seen an NBA player scared who's 6'10", scared to play ball, bro. I have never seen it before. It hurting KD because you see KD, his whole facial expression on the bench. You know, he was sitting right next to Ben Simmons. He was like,
I mean, if you listen to his interview on JJ Redick's podcast, I mean, he's pretty much. If you listen to him talk, he pretty much said, "Look, I can't shoot, but I can do a lot of other things well." And so now, I mean, he's not doing those things well, and he's like trying to overplay defense to fill that gap of him not being able to shoot, and that's why he keeps fouling out because he's like trying to overdo it now.
Yeah,
to make up for his shortcomings. But I mean, he's who I mean he's shown himself to be. I'm not surprised. I don't know what I mean. I imagine Steve Nash isn't gonna be there for very long.
No.
I saw somebody comment. They said Steve Nash is the worst coach in the NBA. Do y'all think that's legit, or y'all think that he just
It's legit. It's
legit.
I don't like his offense.
I think it's unfair because the issue with Steve Nash needs to do what the majority of the great coaches in the NBA do. He needs to go work under Popovich.
Yeah, right,
that's what he needs to do. He needs to quit Brooklyn, resign Brooklyn, go take Becky Hammond's space in San Antonio and learn how to coach. I think he could be a great coach, but he had no former coaching experience.
Yeah,
at all.
Amen.
The only coaching experience he had was doing player development in Golden State, which is why Kevin Durant wanted him to coach Brooklyn. So I mean, if he really wants to be an NBA head coach, I think he should get with Popovich and learn how to.
When a coach say he has no problem with his star players not wanting to shoot, then we have a problem on hands. You cannot be backing up a player that has a phobia of going out there and doing his job. Like, you just co-signing pretty much, and that's why his team looking like that, because he not being that force. He not being that voice for the team that they really need. Like, he need to be tougher on guys. Right now, he culling Ben Simmons, and that's not what he need, man. RC. So who's doing it worse right now? It's only 2 games in, but Ben Simmons and Westbrook. Who you say have the biggest problem right now?
Trying is better than not trying at all. So I'm gonna take Westbrook over Ben. I think, I'm old enough to say I've seen Manute Bol shoot a damn shot. Manute Bol shot the ball like this. If Manute Bol willing to shoot the ball, everybody ought to be willing to shoot the ball. Like, you gotta understand, man. This is a number 1 overall pick. Like, and I think trauma is real. Trauma has a real
Shooting
effect on
phobia.
people in different ways. Like this guy has been that experience in Philadelphia that night against Atlanta, it messed him up completely. Like it really did something to him. So much so that when I watch him play, I know he's not gonna shoot. I would love to guard dude today. Like that, dude, because the thing about it is you're on the highest level of basketball. You're in the NBA making millions of dollars, and you have that. That is your deficiency. That is what you can't do. The one thing everybody expected to do. That's tell you where we at in sports and how watered down it is where he's being rewarded still. Somebody willing to pay him, and he can't even lay the ball up. It ain't got nothing to do with shooting. He don't even want to lay the ball up. His stat line, he had more fouls on Wednesday night than he had points.
That's ridiculous. He pulling a Pat Bell, and Pat Bell's actually scoring some points.
But these guys, but let me say this: these guys play at these rec leagues. They get their phone out and they have people recording them shooting. They got all this. They spray this sweat on them, and they look like they're working hard. And then they get in the NBA game, and they like the guy from down the street that works on the Burger can't guard you no more. It's actually a guy that can guard you.
So let's give some Pelicans some praise. I wish T-Ray was on here. What do you like from the Pelicans? You think they're a legit contender?
I think the Pelicans can make it all the way to the Western Conference Finals if everybody's
healthy. Yes, indeed.
I really do. You got Zion that's going to give you, 25, 27, 9 a game. Big and powerful. You got C.J. McCollum. You got Herbert Jones in his second year. You got B.I., man. B.I. like he's on a mission, man.
Yeah.
I think they are really long. They're really athletic. I think Willie Green's doing a great job with them young men. I got to take my son down there to see him play, man. I'm really, really happy for the Pelicans, man. Griffin has done a great job putting that team together. I thought they started coming together last year without Zion. When they got CJ and made it to the playoffs, anytime you can make it to the playoffs and be competitive, man. Look, if they would have had Zion, they would have beat the Suns in the first round.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
I really do think that. But hey, it's a long season. I hope they stay healthy. Don't run Zion minutes over. I say Zion probably needs to play about 28 minutes a game.
Yep.
He looks great shape. But don't overdo it with him. Like I said, keep him fresh. He can be dominant in the minutes he plays. He can average a point a minute. Excuse my language. But I think they can make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, he must be on that new vegan diet, huh, Dustin?
I don't know what diet they got him on, but they need to keep him on it. He look good.
He look explosive and energetic out there. So that's a huge win for the Pelicans. Especially
they're going to be this year's. They're going to be They're going to be the new Phoenix Suns. They're going to be a problem.
Oh yeah, they're going to be a big problem.
So the Phoenix Suns, they beat the Mavs 107-105. Did the Mavericks cough this game up, or the Suns? It was just they just did more. They just did what they had to.
Yeah, I think the Mavericks gave it up.
When Luka goes to the bench, they get confused about what they want to do.
They can't run the offense without Luka. That's the problem, man. You saw last year in the playoffs when Luka was injured and they couldn't do as much. So, you think the Suns should be proud of themselves, or the Mavericks, or what?
The Suns need to blow that up. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
They lost. Didn't they lose to a G League team?
Yeah. It was a G League team or somebody overseas or something.
Yeah, with Chris Paul, with D-Book, DeAndre, and they lost. It's time to blow that up.
Bish, I got a question.
Yeah.
Now that you bring that up, that they need to blow it up, I'm surprised that DeAndre Ayton is still with the team.
That's it right there.
I am too.
I thought everything that happened. Right.
He'll get traded.
With everything that happened. I mean, they can't. If they do trade him, they can't trade him until December or January because he signed that restricted contract.
He gone.
Right.
He gone.
So you might see what.
And then
they're
missing Jay Crowder as well. He don't want to be there. So
he's on another team, I think.
Did he get traded?
When did Jay Crowder leave?
I remember a couple of weeks ago seeing he was somewhere. I can't. Or they wanted something. I don't think he's with the Suns. I think he's somewhere else. I'm
Yeah, I
gonna
know
have
he
to check
wanted
that out.
out.
Yeah,
I think he
gotta check
wanted
that
out.
out.
I think he wanted out, but I think really, man, Phoenix is this has got to be the quickest turnaround I've ever seen. A team that went to the finals, still have all their players, and they look totally different. They're not playing with the same anything. So I'm
I don't
confused
think
about
D
what I'm
Book is
seeing.
the leader like that. I really don't think D Book is the leader.
No.
I think
He's
that's
the
why they
best
look like that.
player. He's the best player, but CP3 is the leader.
Yeah, I think that's
But
why
but
they
this
really look like that though.
that's it, guys, right there. CP3 after a few years, he wear on you. It's like it ain't his fault over there, but it's something about him on the team. When he was with Houston, he was with the Clippers.
Hmm.
After a while, it just
New Orleans.
they get the acting weird. Don't nothing make sense no more. Just like he out there the other night bent over tired, and they just started playing. I'm like, CP, like you just ran down the court and came back, bro.
He's
I
38
don't
now,
know.
though.
Yeah, he is. He is.
So they got a lot going on right now with the Phoenix Suns. But Dustin, DeMar DeRozan, he had a little message for all the people out there. Were you listening?
Hey, no, I didn't hear what did he say.
I don't have the direct quote out here. Flowers, you remember what he said? I can't remember what he said to the
I
reporter.
saw he had a monster first game though. I did see that.
Yeah, Levine was out. He showed up. I don't know what he said. I actually picked them to lose that game. I'd be ashamed of myself. He told me something that same night he told everybody else too. Because I showed up picked them
Yeah,
to lose.
I forgot. I wish I had the exact quote, but I couldn't find it. But he had a little message for everybody, and he went out there had a monster game. So the Bulls,
Look,
they
man,
they still
if
need more pieces.
if Lonzo could get healthy and Levine could get healthy, the Bulls would be scary. Like nobody would really want to see. They probably be I give them the number two seed behind Boston.
Wow, that's our praise.
Number two, maybe number three behind the Bulls. Yeah, I'd say
Uh,
number three behind the Bulls.
Yeah,
Maybe like neck and neck with Miami. But
I agree.
but yeah, if they could get because Lonzo, man, Lonzo he just make it all gel together. Like I know y'all miss him out there in LA.
Man,
Your boy Bron
I'm
shipped
still
him
mad.
off.
That's another reason. That's another reason why I
And
left
now look
LA,
what he
bro.
got.
Like that's
Think
just
about everybody they
ridiculous.
lost. They lost Lonzo. They lost Brandon Ingram. They lost Julius Randle. They have lost a lot of young, good talent just
Man.
to
For
suffice
what? For
LeBron's
one ring
reign.
that some people got asking by for one ring. Like
Man,
that's ridiculous.
if they would have just waited 2 more years on BI to develop and
And
Lonzo
even
to develop,
Clarkson.
I'd say yeah. Didn't he win
Could have been a
6 man
bench
of the
player
year
for him.
last year?
Yeah,
Huh?
6 man.
I think he did
Man,
win 6 man.
they'd be a
Yeah,
completely different team.
that's what
They'd
I'm
be a
saying.
championship contender
Yeah.
for the next, probably the next this year and at least probably the next 2 years if he would just waited. And now, I mean, they struggling. They're gonna be struggling to make the play in. How many
That's T
games they
right
win
boy
last
though.
year? Like, didn't they only win like 33, 34 games, 30-some games last year?
There were 17 games on the 500, I think.
Yeah, we all know why T Wright dipped out tonight. God, he knew what the top is gonna be about. He didn't want to answer for LeBron and what he been doing to the Lakers organization for the last couple years. Like somebody did write a story about that. You know, they won't be talking about LeBron and all this. Somebody did write a story about that. How he
What about the other
destroyed.
franchises?
What? Like who?
I mean, you got to think about it. When he left Cleveland, he was making the district so much money. After he left, they went down. Miami went down until they figured it out. Now you got the Lakers. They won the championship, and now they're withering away. The
I don't
Lakers
think
do
Lakers
not
gonna
need to
recover.
trade. They do not need to trade that 2027 pick or that 2029 pick, because if they do, they will live to regret it, because the Lakers are going to be terrible around that time. That's why everybody wants that pick.
They need to trade Anthony Davis. Listen, I don't care about
I agree.
Russell Westbrook. I don't care about LeBron James. If you trade Anthony Davis, LeBron's gonna retire. Westbrook gonna come off the books. Trade Anthony Davis. Right now,
I agree.
you go get some players for Anthony Davis, because Anthony Davis is not gonna play 82 games ever again in his life. It's over. But there's some team out there that need to sell tickets. The Charlotte Hornets. Okay, the Charlotte Hornets. They'll be a perfect
It'd
team.
be some pickup for them.
Yeah, because
The only thing that's stopping them is LeBron, though. You know, LeBron ain't gonna let that happen.
I think Terry Rozier would be a good pickup for the Lakers.
Listen,
I think he'd be a very good fit, Terry Rozier.
if you think about
Yeah,
it, LeBron he has the same disease that Tom Brady has. Like the more he steps on that basketball court, the more he's prone to injury. Right now, everybody's saying, "Hey, listen, we never seen nothing like this before," but we do know Father Time has a hammer out chasing it.
Undefeated.
So my thing is, I want him to finish with his health. I want him to finish with that record. He deserves everything that he's all the accolades. You know, he did something that Kobe and T-Mac ain't do. He come right into the league and was averaging 21. So he's a dog. But bro, it's time for you to go, bro, because basketball is changing. It's an outside in game. And the only person that I've seen playing the game correctly and how me and Flowers remember Kawhi coming the game last night, straight mid range. I'm talking about straight mid range. He got quick points on them, bro, because he understands it's available. It's available to us. Let me go get these quick points. But
yeah, that's why KD was so deadly, because he always had a mid-range shot. Once KD got to his spot, man, you know he pulling up right at his spot.
Yeah,
it was just a give me. It was a give me, was it not? That
still
mid-range
is. It still
shot.
is. Still is.
When they come to mid-range, at this point right now, at this current point in time, I'm taking DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, he
got mid-range.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Money.
And
you remember they used to criticize if he get to his spot, I don't care who is on him. He knocking it down.
Yeah, they should criticize him for that.
Why are 3-pointers? And I don't got no problem with shooting 3-ball, but some teams, example, the Lakers, do not need to be shooting the ball 40 times a game, 43s a game. Why? You had Run TMC in the early 90s scoring 120 shooting twos back in the day.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to settle on that.
I think that Adam Silver needs to have a press conference and put out y'all ain't Steph.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't Steph.
Stop it. You ain't the Splash Brothers.
But you know somebody
analytics, man.
You know somebody who understands the game. They talk about LeBron's IQ of the game, but watch Giannis play. He don't get to his 3-ball until he done work the death out of his 2-ball. Like he don't get. He'll take the 3 whenever the defense is inside. Listen, you're gonna have to shoot a 15-footer. You're gonna have to shoot a 3, and then he's gonna do that little dribble. He's gonna rise up and shoot the ball, and he's been working on it. I watched James Harden the other night. And it was an amazing shot, but it pissed me off, y'all. He dribbling the ball between them, pop.
Yeah.
And then he shot it, and it went in, and then he going down the court, doing this thing. I'm like, see, that's the problem right there. You dribbled all the time off the shot clock, and you made this trick shot, and now you running back down the court, and you throwing up your stuff, and you're doing your thing.
Preach.
And your man come back down and score on you. See,
that's
the problem.
Did y'all see him when he crossed the old boy, but he did the shimmy and then everybody?
Yeah, he thought he was Steph. The boy thought he was Steph, man.
Can we talk about the Sixers for a minute? Can we please talk about the Sixers?
Yeah, we're gonna get to the Sixers. No, they lost yesterday to the Bucks 90-88. But Harden, man, like I don't know, dude.
That's funny, man.
It turned into the Houston Rockets all over again, man.
Oh man,
he killing them right now.
Did you look at Joel Embiid's body language?
No, I didn't see. I didn't really read it that well. What?
Joel about had enough of James Harden.
There you go, bitch. There you go. Joel does not like when James Harden is dribbling the clock out. Who does? Anybody in their right mind shouldn't. Look, Daryl Morey comes in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just waiting for Doc Rivers to get fired so he can bring in that Tony. I'm just waiting. Because you done brought in the house kid, I mean, I like the PJ Tucker signing because he can do different things offensively and defensively. I get that. But you bringing all these people in from Houston, like, man, you cannot be turning this into the Houston 76ers, man. This is not going to work. Joel Embiid is your best player. The ball needs to run through him. And I'm not saying he's perfect because he gets lackadaisical and he makes bonehead mistakes too. But you need to run the rock through Embiid. This is not James Harden from 5 years ago. He's ISO on the top of the key, dribbling 15 seconds off shot clock, and then he's going to go left or right and do whatever he's going to do. It's not going to work, man. So don't be surprised if Embiid gets mad and he wants to get traded.
I actually think Embiid, excuse me, bro. I actually think Embiid is a better fit with LeBron than AD is.
Oh yeah,
I agree.
Because he'll bang. AD don't want to bang. That's AD's problem. AD don't want to bang.
Throw to the basket. You know, he won't put it back to the basket. He want to do all that.
He don't want to bang, and his jump shot has been steadily declining.
I mean,
he always lean back, don't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
He like off balance. He always off balance.
When he was in New Orleans in that first year, where his jump shot was pretty decent. But as of last year and this year, I don't know what happened to it, but it's not.
He have a smaller player on him, and he won't turn his back to the basket.
Do y'all remember in the bubble when AD go down against the Nuggets? He rolls up his ankle and like he hurts his Achilles. And I'm thinking series over with Nuggets gonna win. He comes back and hits a shot. And guys, listen. And I think we might have. And Anthony Davis is one that I think he made top 75. Him and Westbrook.
I can't remember.
They both made top 75.
He did. Him, Westbrook, and Damian Lillard.
What we done did is, man, we moved too fast. Because I don't know if Anthony Davis is a top 10 player in the NBA because he does a lot of things well, but he's not better than Jokic. He's not better than Luka. He's not better than Giannis. He's not better.
I think he definitely ain't better than Tim Duncan. I don't know.
Right.
They swore he was the better Tim Duncan.
But listen, I'm about to say a player that I think from my era that I think he's better than this guy. Is Rasheed Wallace is very underappreciated.
Say it, RC. Say it, RC.
Like he was a stretch forward before they even started shooting threes. And
he was.
It was like, and he could take the inside out. He could do so much. He was efficient around 3-point line. He was available. And see, availability is your best attribute or your best asset as a team is having players that's always available. This guy, somebody needs, and if I'm Los Angeles. And I hope Embiid gets upset. I'm calling them. Hey, listen, you can have Anthony Davis and Jimmy Buss. Get both of them. You can have both of them. Get them up out of there. Because I'm sick of Anthony Davis, man.
It's always something wrong with him, man. I never seen nothing like it. The boy just injury prone, and it seemed like he don't work as hard. Cause I remember in the off season, like man, he was like brag. It seemed like he was bragging about. I hadn't picked up the basketball in so many months.
Like, everybody gets on him and then he wants to shoot.
You just kept that to yourself.
Who just come out and say stuff like I have been perfecting my craft for
then you got the
nerve
to come out and play in Kobe's. Man, take them shoes off, man. Vanessa needs to ban him from ever thinking about wearing a pair of Kobe.
Bro, I'm glad the Lakers put them Kobe jerseys up because they would get smashed in the Kobe jerseys, man.
And I'm tired of mamas.
Oh man.
Nah. So the Milwaukee Bucks, they look like they back on pace. They still look like the best team.
Boston, Milwaukee, and everybody else. In my opinion.
The Giannis effect right there.
I don't know about Boston, man.
Yeah, Boston like they was just like.
But see, my thing is, I think Ime Udoka being gone going to affect them at some point because everybody looks good in game 1, game 2. Not everybody, but those it's easy to replace that coach. But once you get into the thick of what he that's his team, and that voice resonates with those guys, and the new guy that's there. When Jaylen Brown gets pissed off at Tatum because Jaylen Brown is doing what he's supposed to be doing, and Tatum's over there, he leaning back too. Every shot got to be leaning back. I mean, and you want to be Kobe in the Celtic uniform. Who's gonna be able to have that voice to say, hey guys, we good. Let's ride. You can't. I think they're gonna miss Ime Udoka. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right.
You got it.
No, they are.
So
I
what's
mean, I
what's
hope
going
he
on with
ends up
that?
keeping his job.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Any more worried about that? Is he
Nah,
Oh,
he
there's a
again, I
reason
was gonna
why.
say this.
I've heard some things, and I would be very surprised if he has a head
you
coaching
want you
job
wanna
next year.
you wanna tell what you heard, or you just want to keep it?
I mean, the word around the league is that he got caught like the wife or like the vice president of basketball operations, I think.
The
Mm-hmm.
vice president?
Yeah,
Sneaky devil.
like she was talking to Ime on the doorbell camera
Really?
thing, and yep, the vice president heard, and from
Oh
there
man.
everything just blew up. Like he was messing it. Like I'd be very surprised if that's true.
Bro,
Which
you need to
from
get
what I've
fired
heard,
today.
it sounds like it is.
Out
Which
of
is
all,
why I think Boston was like so secretive about it, and they wouldn't tell what happened. They made it known that it was consensual at the same time, but they
Uh,
wouldn't reveal who it was, and they were coming up with
it's
all
like
these
out
stories
of
because I don't
out
think the vice president wanted to
yeah.
be embarrassed,
right,
but
right.
I
um,
mean, I'll put her out there. Like, I want to be embarrassed. Like, yeah, she did it. Like, yup, that's what it is.
But do
The
you
coach slept
You
with
ain't
the
getting
vice
no, you ain't
president's
getting no
wife.
my money from this
but
divorce. You
guys,
ain't getting nothing.
do y'all see how the media do how they can report and put out
Yep.
what they want to and what they can hold back?
Why did they put that out?
If this was Michael Jordan, the owner of the of basketball operation, the owner of the Hornets, and let's say whoever their coach is, Clifford, was sleeping with Michael Jordan's wife, this will be all over the place because it's
That's
Michael
true.
Jordan, and because they want to dirty up the brothers sometime. Like with this situation, what's alarming to me is if this is true, how do he have a job? Like, there's no way you can still work for him and be
Preach.
sleeping with my wife. Like, bro, listen,
They holding
this
them
is
hostage.
weird, bro.
They holding
Like,
them
like
hostage.
I said, they trying to be secretive about it. I believe that's the only reason why they didn't fire him, and that's why they said he violated a team policy.
violated.
And
That's a
yeah,
wrong word. I only know it's a violation. I
What
don't know what you
is
call it, but it ain't
anyway,
a
that was
Violent
violation.
means
I think
he
they
disrespected somebody in the
and I
higher rankings.
and I feel like they want to, and I feel like they trying to
They still want him.
drive him to just resign.
But he would be
I
better to
don't know.
resign. He would be
Yeah,
better to resign.
I agree. Yeah, I
yeah.
think it'd be better for
Just
him to
walk away
resign.
from it. I mean, but dang, at all the fruit in the
Mhm.
garden, you chose that one.
Yeah,
Chose the
All
VP.
it's all the forbidden fruit, huh? Every time.
but
That
it's
should tell
always
you
the one.
something.
It's
I don't
all
know what he
it's
was thinking.
what a brother though is always a woman, bro. Bring us
Yeah,
down, bro.
it always
Every
exactly.
time.
Like you on top of the world. You coaching Celtics. You have Neil on. You have all this money, and you still chose to do something stupid.
Bro,
It blows
listen.
my
I
mind.
want to say this. I want to say this about Neil Long, man. I grew up a Neil Long fan. I love Neil Long to this day.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't see Neil Long every day. She's just a normal woman to him.
Right.
To
Been
us,
with
she's
him
Neil
10
Long.
years too. 10
To
years with her
him,
Well,
too now.
Ten
Remember that.
they
years
had
is
some.
Nia.
I ain't
He
gonna. I
said
think
10 years is Nia,
I
huh?
feel like they already had some stuff. They had some stuff going on in their relationship because they had been together 10 years, engaged for I guess
10
18
years.
years.
That's a
Yeah,
long
you
And,
can't
time.
be
and she
engaged
and then and
years.
when J. Cole released that song where he was talking about Nia Long or whatever, Nia Long told J. Cole he could get it. So they
but
been
look,
had some stuff going on.
Oh
it's Will.
snap!
It's
Never
it's a
mind.
smart. It's a
Yeah.
more cleaner version of Will and Jada. That's all it is. It's a more. They were smarter. They were smart enough not to get married. But I think, in my opinion, he made dope. We don't know what it's like to be married to Neil Long. Like
They wasn't
these
married.
people. Well,
Yeah, they know. Yeah.
To be in a
They wasn't
they're
relationship.
married.
not married. Well, to be together that long, you're married, sir. I want y'all
Pretty much.
everybody to
Oh, you right.
understand.
You
If
right.
you with a
We don't
girl
need
for
no
8 years,
papers.
you don't need no pay.
Married. Yeah.
You are married to that woman. So, but I don't know what it's like. I say this out of respect for Ime, not giving him an excuse to do what he did because I don't condone it. But Ime Udoka made it to the finals, the NBA finals. She was cheering for him. You know, she was like his lead cheerleader and pumping him up. And like, so it appeared that she had his best interest. But now, at his lowest moment, she's still rocking with dudes. She said, "I'm gonna stay with Ime. I'm gonna do this all." So Ime, listen, I know you're not listening now,
I mean,
but
she's
you
sleeping
will be
around.
because we on our way up. No, it don't. There's some people in this world.
Like I said, this stuff.
He said
The
that
reason
quick.
why she had left is because that's been going on.
Bro,
But
listen.
I got friends in the military, and they get married to certain women, and these women be like, "Look, as long as you give me what I need to get and paying me that money, as long as you don't embarrass me, you can do what you want."
Right,
As
because
long as you
Andre
don't embarrass me.
Karolinko.
Neil
Yeah,
Long's name
okay,
has
well, you
never
got
been in the
yeah.
media. Neil Long's name's never been in the media. We never hear anything about her. So this is the most
Trying
she's
to
been in the
skin
media.
out.
But look, answer this for me, guys. Neil Long got her own money. She can have whoever she want to be with. He could be who. You look at Ime Udoka is only known for coaching the Boston Celtics. Before then, there were people who didn't realize he played in the NBA. Us NBA heads knew, but people didn't know who Ime Udoka is. So, what's the benefit of being with Ime Udoka if you're Neil Long?
That's true.
I mean, as far as I don't know, you know, the intricacies
That's
of
why
their
he should. That's
relationship.
why he should treat her a little bit more respect. Then,
but I
she
know,
chose
I
him
do
at
know,
a.
like she could be doing it for the son, because as far as I know,
That's true.
they don't have any other kids outside of their relationship.
That's
true.
Yeah,
That's
but
the point.
there's nothing keeping him there. I just hope he keep his job. I hope he don't keep his job. I hope he go find another job. He don't deserve to keep his job. If you're sleeping with your boss's wife, bro, that's crazy.
I feel like Boston holding him hostage, man.
You know, that's crazy.
I feel like they're holding him hostage.
No.
Stephen A. doing a horrible job reporting this, and it took my guy right here. Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Dustin.
because I've been wondering what's going on.
That's look. ESPN got the guy. We got our guy, our NBA correspondent.
That's right.
You know, he coming in here with the news.
Forget Wojciechowski. We don't need Wojciechowski. We got Justin.
Hey, ESPN, we got insiders too, baby. We got insiders.
Yeah. We're gonna call it Dusty. The Dustin report. Dusty Rose, yeah.
He said call it Dusty report. I like that.
Yeah, man.
Man.
So let's go with some NBA scores before we end the pod tonight. The Pelicans beat the Hornets 124-12. The Nuggets are beating the Warriors at halftime 70-52. The Suns are beating the Trailblazers 53-47 at halftime. The Spurs beat the Pacers 137-134. The Bulls lose to the Wizards 102-100. The Hawks beat the Magic 108-98. The Celtics beat the Heat 111-104. The Nets beat the Raptors 109-105. The Knicks beat the Pistons 130-106. The Grizzlies beat the Rockets 129-122.
How much John?
I know you had 40 through
49. 49 points.
You probably got subbed out.
Yep.
Probably subbed down.
Last
I know one thing,
final.
man. I'm real mad at the Spurs won tonight, man. You trying to go 0-82. What they think?
It's like Dustin. It's like the Pacers got the same idea.
we that need to be the last game we win this season. We need all these ping pong balls.
I know that's right.
We need all those little ping pong balls, because let me tell you what, we ain't even gonna wait till draft night, man. We gonna have Victor Wembanyama. We gonna have his jersey. Had a welcome. We gonna have him on the AT&T Stadium. Man, we gonna already have him a big welcome.
Y'all already making preparations, huh?
Man, private jet. You want a private jet? You got a private mansion. Whatever. You can do whatever you want to.
You just can't have the boss's wife. That's it.
No,
he said, I don't know.
He's 7-4.
Oh no, we consider it. We'll consider it.
That dude's 7-4, rolling off screen, bringing the ball down the court, step back, crossovers, putting dudes in the spin cycle.
Jesus Christ.
Look, that dude, man, whatever.
Y'all do realize all the foreign players are taking over the NBA. It's a wrap.
Yes.
American
They've been taking over for the last 10 years?
Now, you know why? See, because they have fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
They practice the fundamentals of the game. When you do that, everything else opens up to you.
And they're not one-dimensional.
Basketball 1-on-1.
Luka's out there going slow as hell.
Man, I don't know how Luka be getting his shot off, man.
15
He working his own pace, man. He working his own pace.
Luka and Paul Pierce, man, like dude,
man.
moving in slow motion. I still don't know how.
You ever seen Paul Pierce when he gets to dribbling the ball, his head be moving with the ball? Right? But I want to say this about the foreign players, what they have, the American-born players. They have all three levels. They can score at all three levels. And to be great, Mike can score in the paint. He can come all the way out. Kobe can come all the way out. There wasn't a place on the court. Even I watched the Unicorn the other night. I think I saw highlights earlier from what's his name? Play for the Wizards now.
Porzingis.
Like he out there crossing the dude up. The Bulls center. I think it's Vucevic is his name.
Vucevic.
Yeah, it was a Vucevic. He's a simple crossover. Big guy makes him. Vucevic falls down. I think it's his name, and then the guy shoots the three. And I'm like, you're teaching a guy that tall, which you and all three of us, all four of us could rip this man if he put the ball down in front of me, because there it is right there.
Yeah,
but the big
right in front of my face.
Another big guy can't do that, and that's the thing, man. These foreign players are the real deal. They look good, man. So
they are. All right, and the last game, the Jazz beat the Timberwolves in OT, 132-126. So the Jazz are now 2-0.
That's a surprise.
They getting it done without Spider.
Donovan. Yeah.
Good, man. Go Jazz. Keep winning.
All right, guys.
Keep winning.
Is there anything else you want to bring up for me in the pod?
Great show.
Great show, man. Great show.
I just want to show one more time the new VOF basketball logo. That's right, Dustin. Me and Flowers, actually Flowers came up with the name Fast Break, so that's what we can call this our NBA segment.
Show him the fast break thing before you go. Show the fast break thing.
We'll show the fast break.
So that's dope.
Oh yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah.
It's clean.
So you already know merch is coming out soon. We're gonna start putting out the merch. There you go, Dustin. NBA correspondent. He called some merch to come out. Him and Flowers.
You trying to get the dope, baby? That's something.
Yeah. All right, guys. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for listening to the show and tuning in with us. We'll be back next Monday with some NFL and some more NBA. So check us out and come hang out with us. Check out our merch store at podsquadinc.com. And buy stuff. Buy as much as possible. Give it to friends. Give it to family. Support the podcast. We really appreciate y'all. We out of here.
Peace.
All right, brother.
Peace out.